Hello guys, my name is Daniela Sabotalek. I'm a fine artist and a mother of two. And in today's video, this is the second video about telling you all the secrets that I have for selling art. I'm telling you the story in today's episode that how my mother sold her art for 20 years and she built a successful business around her craft for more than 20 years. She could make a living for a family of four because she was the only one who's working, and she could build a house from this. She had two cars, and she did this for her whole life. So I'm sure if this system is working in a small European country like Hungary, yes, it's not a well-paid country, everybody is quite poor and they don't have money to spill for big paintings and big things. So if this system is working in a poor country, then for sure it will be working in your area as well, because you don't need to live in America to become an artist. It's not true that you have to go to big exhibitions and big art fairs to be able to make a living and become a full-time artist. That's absolutely a different type of life than the normal life that we are living. So I'm not dreaming about becoming a famous artist and doing exhibitions in galleries and museums. I just don't care about that whole shit. I want to provide for my family and sell art. If this is the thing that you really want, then keep up with me and watch all my videos, because I will be sharing all my secrets to everyone, because we are not each other's competition. I'm sure we are not living in the same city and in the same country, so why not? Why not do the same thing and just sell art? Oh no! Yeah, it's quite hard to do these videos with a baby. So I will be now painting a little bit and telling the story in the background, so you have something else to watch than this.
Here is my story you've been waiting for a long time. I just tell you like it is because it's not a fairy tale, it's not a script, this is just my life. I was growing up this way and I can tell you only what I have learned. This is not a professional business advice. This is just the lifestyle advice, we could say. But if you like painting tutorials and funny videos and lifestyle videos from me and my advices to start a business and earn a living for your family, then make sure you will follow my account, because this is free and it's a really big help for me as well and for you as well. And of course, if you like my content, then please leave a little note or a message or something below in the comment sections, because it is free, but it's a really big help for me. And I'm also interested in what you like and what you want to hear in the future videos, because I just started this channel and I'm not sure about what to post. So tell me what you're interested in and I will make videos about that. Let's start with a little background story. My mom was selling stained glass windows as her art. Yes, you heard that right. She was selling glass windows. Yes, this is the colored glass that you can see in the churches or some beautiful homes. They are quite heavy, it takes time, and it has to be custom made. So it's not that easy to sell, but I guess you figured that out. And the other thing that she was selling is Tiffany lamps. 20 years ago, that was quite popular. At the moment, they are not really fashionable and popular, but back then it was really nice, but also quite expensive and hard to sell, and it's made from glass, so it breaks. And yeah, it was not a really easy type of business for her, but she could manage it because she had a perfect system, and I guess I could do that as well. I will try it this summer, first time in my life, and I'm sure you will figure out a way to sell your type of art. Any type of art you can sell with this system, so you will figure out your own way, but you can use this system that she was doing because it's like crazy good and easy sell. um well, she was selling glass for people, but not any type of people. The crazy thing is that she was selling that for kids. I guess you can you think she's crazy because this sounds crazy, but you will see that it's a genius way to do it, because the context is that she was going for this, oh, how you say that in English, like wine festivals, beer festivals, farmers markets, and any type of place where you can sell in person. She was going for these markets every weekend during the summer, and she was selling small pieces of glass. Of course, this was finished because it's not cutting your fingers. It had a nice finish and it had a small drawing already on the piece of glass, and she was selling it for kids. You could ask why she's selling small shit for kids when she was making huge pieces of stained glass windows for a lot of money. Well, it's easy because you need something to stop people on a farmer's market. They are just walking by and yeah, they are not really thinking about buying anything. You have to make people stop. You need something to stop people. It can be a piece of cheese, a piece of cake, something to try, something to taste, some music, or anything. But when you're selling art, you have to stop your people who's interested in your art. So you're giving a little piece from your art to make them stop, to start picking up an interest for you and your story and your lifestyle and what you're selling. So you will give a piece from your art. That was her idea. So she was making this tiny little small pieces of glass for kids with a cute drawing on it, and on one side of her table there were like these small pieces for the kids, and on the other side there was the beautiful and expensive Tiffany lamp for the adults. And the idea was that when people passing by, they see the products with a huge price sign on her table. She was selling the small pieces for like let's say $2, €2. That was nothing for a family, we could say, and it's a nice fun activity for the kids. So they will stop and spend about half an hour, 1 hour with their kids sitting by a small table next to your booth. And of course, there's a lot of people coming and passing by, and many kids want to sit down for a minute and enjoy a little creative activity. And the parents have no place to sit, so they are standing around your booth and watching your products and start talking to you. So you have a really good chance to chat with people who's interested in your craft, and maybe you can sell something for them. So as the kids are sitting at the table and mommy and papi is drinking a glass of beer and watching your things and getting drunk on the sunshine, you have a really good chance to sell them something. Of course, not the expensive things, so you need a middle price range. Something like a small painted vase or a candle holder or something that they can take home at that moment. And because you have quite a long time waiting for the kids to finish their drawings, you have plenty of time to talk to the parents. ask them if they go on holiday, they want to, or they are actually on holiday at the moment and they want to take some presents home with them for the family. There's a beautiful candle holder for the grandmother or a vase that they can take home. It's really nice for anyone. You can get it as a present, but if you really want, I can make you a custom piece. That was always told for everyone because that's the way how my mom collected her orders. She was doing the farmers markets and beer festivals and everything only during the summertime. At the autumn and winter time, there's not really a chance to do this because it's cold, it's raining, nobody's sitting down and painting at a small table with their kids. So for the cold months, she needed another income. So she was taking orders from the people she met during the summer at this period of time. She could go to their houses and visit their environment and measure the windows and make beautiful and huge and expensive stained glass windows for private houses. And of course, there was a cheaper option for this as well. It was like painted windows. She could easily remove window or a door with a glass window and just paint over the normal glass and make it beautiful and colorful. And that was the cheaper version for people who really liked the idea but didn't want to spend a lot of time and money changing their windows. So there was always a cheap option and an expensive option, a nice option and a beautiful option. So she was offering a lot for families. You see, there was an option for the kids to sit down, spend a little money, and make something beautiful there for their home. This is another thing I wanted to tell you. How crazy is this? Selling a piece of glass on a public place for kids and putting wet paint on it and then carrying it around the market where there's a lot of people. And of course, accidents happen. The kid will drop the wet paint on the floor and it will get dirty, or people will just smash the piece of glass when they are walking drunk around. And of course, sometimes when daddy is hanging the painting in the window, he will drop it as well. So there's quite a big chance that this beautiful piece of art that your kid created that will just break in a few minutes or hours. Then they have to come back the next day and paint another one because their precious cute little daughter just painted something beautiful and it's already crashed. So they have to come back the next day and make another one. So that's quite a good business model, as you can see. I hope you can feel that you're giving something nice, but unfortunately it will break and you have to come back and make another one. So that's quite a nice move, I think. Yeah, and maybe it's not just because you will have a painting on the end, or maybe not. It's a nice fun activity for kids on a market because usually they are quite bored when daddy and mommy is just drinking beer and enjoying music and chatting with other grown-ups. For the kids, it's quite boring. They have to do something. They need entertainment, and yeah, this is what my mom was providing for the kids and the families. And of course, it's nice, but it's a bit mean because you're making money from that. But let's see. So first of all, she was providing entertainment for the kids. She was providing fun activity for the kids. She was providing a piece of art for the kids. Then she was providing a big chance for her to talk to people and sell art. There was a cheap option and an expensive option on the table as well for the adults. And by the time she was talking to the adults, she had a chance to offer services for their home to make a painted glass window or a stained glass window. There was also two options that she was going to do a quick and cheap version or an expensive and quality work. So they had chance to choose from. And she was creating more work for her for the winter months when there were these markets not available. And of course, it's a nice opportunity to do a little bit of advertisement, a little bit of oh, how you say that? Um, yeah, just connection with people and yeah. I think networking is the word that I'm looking for. Sorry for my English. I'm forgetting English as well as Deutsch and Hungarian as well. So at the moment I speak 3 languages, but I don't really speak any of them. Yeah, it's the crazy mom brain. But what can I do? I try it. Maybe with time I will get better. But this is one of my first YouTube videos, so sorry about that. I promise I will make it better. But what was the other thing I wanted to say? Yeah, she was making networking at the same time, and she also had an opportunity to um, make this nice experience, like painting experience for kids in schools. Because my dad was a teacher, he was teaching mathematics in a primary school in our small city. So a lot of people already met our family and they knew who we are. So there was a big chance to make other events like birthday parties and private painting parties for companies or for families or for birthdays, and also in the school, because in Hungary we celebrate Mother's Day, we celebrate Easter, Christmas, Santa Claus, and a lot of other things we celebrate also in the school. So every time there's a chance for kids to do something creative and give for the parents, and yeah, that was the other thing that my mom was catching on these markets. The people who's interested in creating a program, an opportunity for kids to do something creative. So at the same time as selling art on a market, she was collecting data or opportunities or business events from people who's interested in that. And she was giving out a lot of cards and small advertisement papers for people with her contact. When they needed something, they just called her up. Everybody knew in the area that she's doing that because she was there in every event that's possible. And yeah, it was easy for people to reach her. Many people knew our house because it was decorated with her art. It was quite recognizable, and many people knew her personally. And when she was just going out for like grocery shopping, a lot of time it happened to her that somebody stopped her and said, "Oh, it's nice to see you because I wanted to get some nice present for my mom, for my colleagues, for my kids, and I was just thinking about you to buy something." And then my mom said, "Okay, today afternoon we are home, just pop to our house and pick up something that you like. We have a lot of things in our studio, so you can choose anything you like and take it home with you today." So as you can see, she was doing a lot of things at the same time, selling a lot of things for a lot of people, and she also had plenty of time for the family and for creating her art when we were in the school or just playing in the garden. So it's quite um, a nice lifestyle for anyone because you can manage your time easily. You spend the weekends selling, and you spend the whole week with your family and with creating your art. She didn't have a web shop. There was no social media at that time. She was just living from the people who's living around us in the same city. It's a small city. It's quite a small city. We are living in a village. It's a tiny village. There's just a few houses. And she was not traveling quite a big distance because she said if she has to travel more than 2 hours to a location, then she's wasting more time than she wants. So she was just traveling around in a 2 hour circle for the cities that we already knew, and she was repeating the same farmers markets, the same beer festivals and summer festivals, and same event every year. And she already had a contact for the organizers, so sometimes she could play that card that she is providing a nice entertainment for families. So that means she don't have to pay for the booth fee, and she was saving a lot of money on that. So I think you get the idea now. And if you like videos like this and painting videos as well, make sure you follow my new channel, because I promise you I will get better in this and tell you more of my secrets. And the next video will be about the painting that I'm painting in the background, because it's quite a nice detailed painting, and it takes me only about 6 or 8 hours to complete this. And of course I have kids who's sitting in my lap, so it's quite difficult for me, but if I can do it in 6 hours, then you can do it as well. Just keep up with me and watch my next video as well. I have to go because my baby is crying, so thanks for staying with me in this video, and hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye! If you want to see more paintings, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok as well, and visit my webshop danielaart.com. Thank you!